Betting lines for UFC 226 are out, and Featherweight Champ Max Holloway opens up as a -170 favorite against #1 contender Brian T-City Ortega, who opens at +140. The odds were released at MMAOddsBreakers first, per Brian Okamoto of ESPN, who also said the UFC has not announced a date for the 145-pound title fight, but UFC President Dana White has confirmed Ortega will be Holloway's next opponent. The news of Holloway, who is 19-3, opening as a favorite should not be surprising to MMA fans. After taking the featherweight title from Anthony Pettis by knockout and receiving the Performance of the Night bonus, Holloway went on to knock out Jose Aldo in the third round of back-to-back title defenses. Max blessed Holloway has been on an absolute tear and is unbeaten since his decision loss to Conor McGregor in 2013. Holloway is riding a 13-fight win streak into what could be his biggest test since facing McGregor. With 7 knockouts and 2 submissions in his last 12 fights, Holloway has beaten every challenger the featherweight division has to offer. A very good stand-up fighter with a tight ground game, Holloway is a serious threat on his feet and on the ground. He will look to keep this fight standing against the Gracie black belt Brian Ortega. Holloway is very clean standing up, using a pawing jab to set up very crisp combos. He is talented at keeping his right hand high and does well defending power shots. He is a durable and gritty fighter. Blessed has been known to point to the canvas to try to draw his opponent into a slugfest. He has ended all 3 of his title fights by knockout and will look to do the same when he takes on Brian Ortega. What is a little bit more surprising is the +140 opening for the 14-0 Brian T-City Ortega, although becoming the first person to finish Frankie Edgar may warrant such exuberance. With 3 submissions and 3 knockouts in his 6 UFC fights, Ortega is quickly becoming one of the most feared fighters on the roster. A black belt under Renner Gracie, Ortega sports a perfect 14-0 record and has only been to the judges 5 times in his career. Having an unmatched ground game has given Ortega time to improve his striking, which was on display as he knocked out Frankie Edgar in UFC 222. Using a nice jab and solid fundamentals, Ortega has found a lot of success on his feet since his first knockout over Thiago Tavares in his UFC debut. So we are presented with a fight of what could be viewed as opposite fighters, an extremely crisp and effective striker with a good ground game in Holloway, taking on one of the best grapplers with ever-improving striking in Ortega.